Hi guys, so in this video we want to solve the equation by the quadratic formula. Okay, we have 2x squared plus 4x minus 3 equals 0. So one of the things that we have to do first is we have to know our quadratic formula. We have to say, well, x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over to a. Okay, so if we label our function, we have a is 2, b is 4, so this is b, and our c value is 3, okay, or excuse me, negative 3. So that means that we have a equals 2, b equals 4, and c equals negative 3. So the equation would be negative 4 plus or minus the square root of the quantity 4 squared minus 4ac, or sorry, 4 times 2 times negative 3 all over 2 times 2. Okay, so you would simplify this a little bit more. Notice that, and always have a parentheses around the b squared, because, you know, sometimes you can have negatives and it can be, you know, this basically what I'm saying is that, like, if you have negative 4 squared, that's not the same as negative 4 squared. So that's what I'm saying. So that's why you have to have parentheses all the time. So anyways, we go ahead and simplify this. So we have negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 8 times negative 3 all over 4. Then we have negative 4 plus or minus square root of 16 plus 24 all over 4. And then we have negative 4 plus or minus the square root of, I think it's 24 times 16, or 24 plus 16, that's 40. So it would be all over 4. And then what you have to do is you have to split 40 up into radicals that you can find the so this, like, square roots that you can find the square root of. So the way that I would do this is so you would say negative 4 plus or minus, and then you would say, well, you would try to factor the number 40. You would say this is 4 times 2 times 5. So then it would be all over 4. And then you would also say, like, this is negative 4 plus or minus the square root of, so it would be, so once you do this, you want to separate it into different square roots. So it'd be the square root of 4 times the square root of 2 times the square root of 5, and then it would be all over 4. And then you would say this is negative 4 plus or minus 2 square root 2 times 5, times the square root of 5, excuse me, all over 4. And then you would say this is negative 4 plus or minus 2 square root of 2 times 5 all over 4, which is negative 4 plus or minus square root, or 2 square root of 10 all over 4. And you can simplify this a little bit more. So you can say this is 2 times negative 2 plus or minus square root 10 over 2 times 2. This cancels out. So then you're left with negative 2 plus or minus square root 10 over 2. And this gives you negative 2 over 2 plus or minus the square root of 10 over 2, which is then going to equal to negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 10 over 2. And so you can say this is negative 1 plus the square root of 10 over 2 and negative 1 minus the square root of 10 over 2. So those are your answers. And if you want to simplify this, you can do that with a calculator. So if we enter this in our calculator, you have negative 1 plus square root 10 over 2, and this is 0.5. So let's say you want to do with 2 decimal places, you would say this is x is approximately 0.58, and then this is x is approximately, if we said negative 1 minus, it would be negative 2.58. So those are your 2 answers to this quadratic equation. So I hope this helps, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.